Look, I need to be honest with you. 6 months ago, I was drawing in AI tools, ChatGPT, Jasper, Copy.ai, Writesonic. I had browser tabs open like I was preparing for digital war. My desktop looked like an AI tool giver. And you know what the crazy part was? I was getting less done than when I started. I am Rishit and today I am going to tell you about the most expensive lesson I learned in 2024. Why I deleted 47 AI tools from my workload. Because if you are feeling overwhelmed by AI right now, thinking you need to be master every new tool that lenses, you are making the exact same mistake I did. And it's costing you more than you realize. Stick with me because by the end of this video, you will understand exactly which AI tool exactly matters and more importantly why most of them are just noise. So let me point you to the picture of where I was earlier this year. It's February 2024, I am running Maximum Marketing, creating content to brands, managing client projects, and I am thinking if just I started the right AI tools, I cloud 10x my productivity. Sounds familiar, right? So I did what every ambitious entrepreneur does. I went on a shopping spree not for clothes or gadgets, for AI subscriptions. I signed up for content writing tools, image generation, video editing, and social media schedulers with AI features, email writing assistant SEO tools with AI capabilities, even an AI that claimed it could predict trending topics. My monthly subscription will be hit $340. And here's the tricker. I was using maybe 20% of what I was paying for. But the real cost was not the money. You know what's funny? This reminds me of when I used to work as a mechanic back in 2018. I remember this guy come in with a toolbox that had everything. Every vision size, every specialty tool, gadgets ID, never ever seen. His toolbox cost me than my monthly salary. But when it comes time to actually fix the engine, he had spent 15 minutes just looking for the right tool. Meanwhile, the experienced mechanics, they had maybe 10 crore tools they used for 90% of jobs that they find finished twice as fast. That's exactly what was happening with my AI tools. I was spending more time deciding which tool to use than actually creating analysis paralysis on store sites. My watch time on YouTube was videos about top 10 AI tools was probably in the hundreds of hours. I was collecting tools like Pokemon cards, thinking more tools equal more power. Here what actually happened, my content output down 30%, my decision figure through the roof, my actual revenue flat. And the worst part, I felt like I was falling behind because every day where there was a new tool promising to be the game changer. Then something happened in April that changed everything. You might remember I monitored my failed project World Winner CP. That failure taught me one of the most valuable lessons. People don't need what you think they need. They need what actually solves their problem. So I asked myself what problem I am actually trying to solve with AI, those AI tools. The answer was simple: create high quality content faster so I can focus on strategy and genuine connection with my audience. That's it. That was the real goal. Once I got clear on that, I realized something embarrassing. 90% of my AI tools were solving problems I don't actually have. I ran an experiment for 2 weeks. I tracked every minute I spent using AI tools and what actually produced. That result shocked me. I spent 6.5 hours per week just switching between tools and figure out which tools use 60% of the tools I paid for. I use less than once per week my best performing content. It comes from using one tool consistently, not jumping around. This was my mechanic toolbox moment all over again. Have you ever opened your phone, forgotten what app you were going to open, and just scroll Twitter for 20 minutes instead? That was me with AI tools. I opened my browser thinking I need to write an email, see 8 different AI tools, spend 10 minutes comparing which would be best and end up just writing at it myself anyway. The tool Overwhelm was actually making me avoid using AI together. So in May, I did something radical. I cancelled everything except one tool, ChatGPT+. That's it. Not because it's the best tool out there, not because it has every feature, but because of 3 specific reasons that actually matters for the real work. Reason 1. Depth over breadth. Most specialized AI tools are actually just ChatGPT with a fancy interface and specific prompts. I'm not joking. Many of them use the same underlying models, what I realized in that I don't need 15 different tools. I needed to get really good at prompting on tool. Think about it. Would you rather be mediocre at 15 tools or become an expert at on? Let me show you what I mean. When I started with SEO back in 2022, I tried to learn every SEO tool at once. Ahrefs, SEMrush, Moz, Ubersuggest. I was overwhelmed. But when I focused on just mastering Ahrefs and understanding why certain strategies work, everything clicked. The tool was not magic. My understanding of SEO principles was what mattered. Same thing with AI. Reason 2. Context memory that actually worked. Here's something most people miss. ChatGPT can remember context across in the entire conversation. There are models I can have a 2-hour strategy session with it, building on previous ideas, refine concept, and it remembers everything. Most specialist tools, they treat every interaction like you are starting from zero. For someone like me running multiple projects, CPA brushes it in English, brushes BD in Bangla, client work for Maxi Marketing, this context retention is gold. I can say, remember that content strategy will be discussed for my Bangla audience, apply those simple principles but adapt for my English speaking affiliate marketing audience. Boom, done. Reason 3. It focuses you to think this is the calculative ons, but it's the most important. Specialized AI tools are designed to make things easy. Just click buttons and get output. Sounds great, right? Wrong. Because within the things are too easy. You stop thinking critically, you become dependent on the tool's structure instead of developing your own strategic thinking. ChatGPT makes your work a little harder. You have to craft good prompts, you have to know what you are actually trying to achieve, you have to provide context, and that extra work. That's where the learning happens. Remember, I am the kind who builds lights from mobile phone batteries and fan from broken toys. I have always been someone who figures things out by thinking them, adapt, and understand how they work. When I use ChatGPT, I am not just getting output. I am learning how to communicate better, structure my thoughts better, and understand my own content strategy better. The tool becomes a thinking partner, not a replacement for thinking. Okay, so what actually happened after I simplified to just ChatGPT? Let me give you the real numbers from my own experience. Content output, blog post up from 2 to 3 per week to 5 to 6 per week. Social media content increased by 40%. Email newsletter more consistent, went from Superdog the weekly without fail times saved. Estimated 6.5 hours per week previously spent to switching reduced decision figure out dramatically. Just open on tool and go spend saved time to actual strategy and audience engagement. Cost retention from $350 to 20 month ChatGPT Plus. That's 320 months saved equal 384 per year used saving to invest in actual business growth. Quality investment, that's the surprising on. My content quality actually went up. Why? Because I stopped looking for the tool to do the work for me. I started using ChatGPT, a brainstorming partner and editor, not a replacement for my own thinking. My engagement rates improved, comments increased, people told me content felt more authentic. Look, I am 20 years old, still my second year at National University running a business while studying economics, sociology and history. I don't have unlimited time or unlimited money. I need a system that worked with me, reality, not against it. And simplifying to the on tool give me something no subscription stack ever could. Clarity and consistency. So here's what I want you to take away from this. You are feeling overwhelmed by AI tools right now. Follow this simple framework. Step 1. Define your actual problem, not I need AI tools. But what specific outcome do you need? Faster content creation, better SEO research, social media scheduling, email marketing? Write it down. Be specific. Step 2. Audit your current tools. Look at every AI tools you are paying for or using. Ask, I have used this the last 7 days. Does this solve my actual problem or just a problem I think I might have someday? Could I have achieved the same result with more general tools plus better prompting? Be ruthless if you have not used in the week. You probably don't need it. Step 3. Choose on core tool for me. It's ChatGPT Plus. For you, you might be Claude or Gemini or even the free version of ChatGPT. The specific tools matter less than commenting on master on tool deploy. Step 4. Invest in learning, not collecting. Here's that nobody wants to hear. The bottleneck is not the tool. It's your skill is using it. Spend the time you would have spent researching new tools or learning to prompt better. understanding the tools, capabilities, and building system around it. I spent a month just learning advanced prompting techniques. That skill is worth me than any specialized tool that I could buy. I know what's funny? That's people making the most money online are not those with the most tools. They are on who have mastered a simplified system and execute consistently. I learned this from my failures between 2021 and 2023. Every failure was me crashing the next shiny object, next strategy, next platform, and next secret. Success comes when I stopped chasing and starting building. So here's my challenge to you. Over the next 7 days, track every AI tool you use. Write down what tool, what task, how long it took. Could you have done it with a more general tool? I granted you will be surprised by what you find. And if you are ready to simplify, start with this. Pick one tool, commit to using only that tool for 30 days. Master it, learn it deeply, build your workflow around it. You will be shocked at how much more productive you become. Now I want to hear from you. How many AI tools you are currently using? Drop a number in comments. Let's see who's got me beat on the tool handling front. And if this video helped you realize you might be overthinking your AI stack, hit the like button, and it genuinely helps the YouTube algorithm show this the more people who need to hear it. Subscribe if you want more honest, data-driven content about digital marketing and online business. No hype, no BS, just real strategies from someone who's actually in the trains with you. Look, I'm not saying specialized AI tools are bad. Some people genuinely need them from a specific use case, but for 90% of us, we are overcomplicating things. You don't need 100 tools. You need clarity on your goal, on solid tool, and the commitment to use it consistently. I learned this lesson the expensive way, $340 per month expensive. You don't have to remember. I am not some overnight success or decade long guru. I am just someone a few steps ahead of where you might be right now, willing to share what actually works and what spectrally don't. Thanks for watching. I am Rishashit, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.